Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Tom. Is this the first day we've been here since we messed stuff up? First time since Night of Destruction. What the hell? Explain.
I don't know. There's a side mission.
What?
Can you believe that bullshit?
Oh. Well, folks, welcome to another day of work. Potentially one of the few days of work leading up to Night of Destruction. Reason for that is we actually had a pretty solid Night of Destruction last time that left most of our cars not needing a lot of work. In some good cases, like Tommy's Victory.
Yeah.
And in some bad cases, like my dead battery. But in all cases, at least we can flip the switch and get things going.
It's a good day.
What about the Do Not Enter Steve Cook trailer?
Do not enter. Do not enter.
Well, that's a good sign. So today is our day of basically going through and making sure as much of our cars are ready for the basic anticipation that this is our one build day prior to coming here the night before. That's the anticipation there. Tommy, you're looking over 96.
My derby car. It caught on fire. I was trying to see it from where. It shouldn't have come from this.
How'd you do that?
I don't know. It broke right here. I had an oil fire from somewhere. It still runs. I drove it to the fire rescue guys, and they told me to get out.
Did you tell him to get away?
I didn't want them to catch on fire, so I drove it to them.
Broken.
Broke a lot.
And then Adam hit me, and my car wouldn't move anymore. But it wouldn't turn off either because the keys went missing.
Oh, that's right. This was the car that was like, well, we're good to go for the rest. It was still running during the trailer race.
Yeah.
Like your coolant tank got wrapped around the belt. See that? Wow. You're skid marked. The belt's still good. And then somebody killed your windshield.
How'd that happen? The last Night of Destruction, as you may recall, Tommy took home the victory in the trailer race, and I, driving this puppy, managed to take home the win in the Demolition Derby. It's funny because my since this was painted up by Sarah, this car, I feel like I've even become more and more of a fan of Zootopia. And so I'm even that much more excited about the fact that this car is still running. It's so funny to me that I won the Derby in this, because you wouldn't know that this thing was really in a Derby minus the back end.
Other than the back end, it really looks no different from a skid plate car.
Actually, I've seen worse.
Yeah.
Uh,
Painted your muffler.
Didn't even. I mean, look at this thing, man. Oh, man. Did I get door hit? Or was that from the auto sucker?
No, it looks like you got sideswiped by something.
Good.
By Rainbow Dash 2.0.
I mean, Tommy, in essence, this is probably, I feel like, the least amount of work we have going into a Night of Destruction.
Yeah, I would say so. I mean, we're gonna replace a radiator in your Enduro car. Replace the radiator. Take it out of the hatchback car.
Yeah.
Put it in that one.
Yep.
And Joe's got the most work to do.
Look at that, James crashed. Yeah. Wow, I didn't even notice this. The damage.
I don't know how that happened.
It looks like someone climbed him. I like the way that your head hangs out the rear window. That's comforting. Teedle-dum, teedle-dum, teedle-dee-dee-dum. So one thing that happened since the last Night of Destruction, and while I was out at a convention at Windy City PonyCon in Chicago, Tommy, something took place that weekend.
Yeah, I did a skid plate race. It was part of the regular night of racing. And I didn't have a car to run, so I found Jason's car. And I threw some skid plates on it, and I hit the road. Not too bad. I guess I was up to like 6th place from starting in 18th. And then I started screwing up, started spinning out, getting involved in wrecks, and the only damage that I got was really right here on the right side, which is not a lot considering how much I ran into people. So.
And you had a classic nightmarish moment for low budget TV and the low budgets, where you got ready to go and then you realized you didn't have some on your roof.
Yeah, exactly. I literally charged the GoPros, had everything ready, went to go run to my car, hustled to the car, went to go put the cameras on the inside and on the top of the roof. Couldn't do it. No camera mounts.
So that was one of those races that'll kind of slip into the distance. But like you said, 18
no
cars.
one missed anything crazy. So.
Yeah. Who won?
Take a wild guess.
An 18 car?
Number 18.
Okay.
Ran great though. I mean, I caught the leaders after getting lapped down, got my lead lap back, and then again, someone or two spun out in front of me, and I was involved.
Nice. So Shayla right now is taking out a couple of ratchets and whatnot from her car. The big things today, I need to put a radiator in. Shayla needs to get and put a radiator in her trailer car. My radiator's for my enduro car. And then probably a little bit of work on
my car,
your trailer car, just getting it closer to being actually race ready. I mean, you broke it in pretty nicely.
I thought I did, yeah.
Yeah, it was decent. It was all right.
It turned out okay. A trailer race win. We were all shocked by that. I like how this radiator was purchased at this exact figure part. And then they just gave up on the car. Hi.
So you found a radiator.
We found something that we hope will work for Shayla's car since she beat that number 2 car up last time. Knocked the radiator out of it. We stuck with, this is a 6-cylinder car, 6-cylinder Thunderbird. And it's a little bit smaller of a radiator, so we're going to hope that this is a good idea, since that the car is going to keep getting more mangled and mangled, and the room's going to get shorter and shorter for a radiator. We're going to go a smaller radiator to see if we can make it last a race or two to the final event. Ever.
We still have not been told that we're going past July. So on our schedule, we only have 2 events left. So it's likely that we might be in the last 2 events of low budgets. Ever. Time will tell.
I gotta keep them separated.
It's been 4 hours since our last update.
Yeah, what the fuck? Figure part's closed and we're still here.
Yep. I'm gonna get a shot of Shayla. Now Shayla's back there taking off a fan. You went right in front of my face, Tom.
I did, baby.
Probably didn't seem like a very busy day. We talked about a couple things we wanted to do. But really this day was kind of just a refresher for us to see what we had left to work on, and there's not a lot. So we're not actually going to be back here until the night before Night of Destruction. Probably have 3 cars out of my fleet and the small car field, as well as a, of course, trailer race car. As far as Tommy and I go, we're looking to be doing 4 events on Night of Destruction. It's going to be the Enduro, skid plate race, figure eight race, and the trailer race. Shayla will be racing in probably the Enduro and the trailer race. I'm probably going to race this puppy in the figure eight race again. This thing smokes up. It's the Nick Wilde machine out of Zootopia. My favorite movie ever. We'll be back the night before Night of Destruction to finish up what we got to do on these things. Yeah. Good night, everybody. See you next time.